Welcome to another video on operations and supply chain management. In this video we will examine two related but frequently debated concepts. These are lean management and the Lean Six Sigma. In this video series, we will distinguish between these two concepts by defining them and elucidating what make these concepts different. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Lean management has gained popularity over the years as it has enabled organizations improve competitiveness and efficiency in the operations and supply chain processes. In this video, we will discuss the meaning of lean management and how this could be achieved before we compare it to the Six Sigma. So, what is lean management? Lean management has to do with the elimination of waste. In the context of operations and supply chain management, the aim here is to produce goods or render services to the final consumer by using less resources through the elimination of waste without compromising quality. Apart from not compromising quality, the commodities delivered to the consumers must be at the exact quantities, at the exact time it is needed, at the exact location and most importantly, at the optimal price possible. Designing lean management happens in the planning and control of operations or supply chains. Although the reduction of waste and unnecessary costs is paramount in lean management, improving the overall processes and achieving other performance objectives apart from these are also an important highlight. As explained in our previous videos, the objective of planning and control of operations and supply chain management is to reconcile demand to supply. This requires the manipulating of different aspects of the operations and the supply chain. These aspects include inventory management, capacity management, and so on. To achieve lean management, elimination of waste within all these aspects of the operations and supply chain management is paramount. Examples of waste that an operations manager should consider eliminating include overproduction, which occurs when products are produced for which there is no demand from customers. Unnecessary waste of time or waiting, which is when there are lags in between each steps in production, which creates idle resources or activities that add no value to the operations and supply chain processes. Needless movement or transport, when products are not moved efficiently within the processes or the supply chain. And over-processing, when too much time is spent producing a single product. All these forms of waste are what lean management is designed or used to eliminate within operations and supply chain processes. But how does this work? Let's take inventory management as an example. The aim of inventory management is to ensure that there is always sufficient stock available to respond to demand. However, misalignment of inventory or stock to demand will lead to waste, hence the importance of lean management. Therefore, in inventory management, lean management ensures that there is an optimal amount of stock available to respond to demand without incurring unnecessary costs or wastage. So, how is lean management used to eliminate waste, since the significant part of this concept has to do with this? First, within the operations and supply chain processes, one needs to identify activities, wastages, or processes that add no value to the achieving of the overall organization's operations and supply chain performance objectives. The next step is to identify the cause of such wastages. There are three Japanese terms used to identify the causes of waste. These are muda, mura, and muri. What do these terms mean? Muda. Muda means futility or wastefulness. In operations and supply chain management, muda mainly refers to activities in a process that are wasteful because they do not add value to the operations and supply chain or to the customer. This could be caused by poorly defined operations and supply chain performance objectives or inefficient use of resources. To eliminate this cause of waste, it is important to re-evaluate every activity in the production process or that are involved in the rendering of services. Also, ensuring that an optimum or minimal amount of resources are used within these operations and supply chain activities without compromising output and quality. Mura. Mura means unevenness, irregularity, or lack of uniformity. Mura happens in operations and supply chains due to the overloading of specific transforming resources such as machinery, staff, and other resources. This could be due to poor planning and control within the operations and supply chain. Mura could result in loss of business, excessive waste of time, breakdown within operations and the supply chain, and loss of dependability as a performance objective. One of the ways of eliminating mura within the operations and supply chain is to selectively add capacity where overloading occurs or otherwise level the workload in the production line. Muri. Muri means unreasonable, impossible, or beyond capacity. In operations and supply chains, this simply means that unnecessary or unreasonable requirements are put on a process which leads to poor outcomes. Just like mura, this too leads to overloading of the processes as it involves pushing beyond rational workloads due to mura or by excessive removal of muda. When people or equipment are overworked, they are more prone to failure or waste. To avoid muri, appropriate skills, effective planning, and accurate estimation of times and schedules are imperative. It is also important to carry out basic operations planning and control tasks, that is, prioritizing activities such as sequencing, scheduling, and loading. These suggestions will help eliminate muri within the operations and supply chain. Now that we have defined lean management and the 3 known sources of wastages in operations and supply chains, it is important for managers to devise a method of imparting this knowledge onto their team. This brings us to the topic of Lean Six Sigma. Lean Six Sigma is a management method that focuses on teams and aims to improve performance by getting rid of wasteful use of resources and defects. More about this topic will be discussed in the second part of this video. But before we end this video, let's summarize what we have learned so far. First, we defined the term lean management in operations and supply chains. We defined lean management as the process of eliminating waste. We then identified the types of waste that are considered in lean management. The types of wastes discussed in this video are overproduction, unnecessary waiting or waste of time, needless movement or travel, and overprocessing, amongst other types of wastages that may occur with operations and supply chain processes. Using the Japanese terms of muda, mura, and muri, we also discuss sources of these types of wastes. Where muda refers to the wastefulness of resources, mura refer to irregularity in work loading patterns of operations processes, or of the transforming resources. As for muri, this simply refers to overloading of the processes or transforming resources beyond their capacity. That will be all for this video. Please, look forward to the second part of this video where we discuss the Lean Six Sigma in team management. If you like our videos, don't forget to share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to be notified when new videos are posted. Thanks again for stopping by and see you in the next video.